Hey guys, want to welcome you back to the channel. I hope you guys are having a great day because my day has been so far so good. Because take a look at what's in front of us right now. Bandai has just released a lot of cards for the upcoming anniversary box product, and Agent of Destruction gets a lot of support in the upcoming products. It gets a new leader and it gets a load of new battle cards, and all of them looks like that. And so this deck is gonna look really amazing. There are gonna be support for Skillless Goku. There are gonna be support for Janemba Meal. However, we're gonna break them down into other videos. We're gonna talk about them in other videos, but this video we are gonna be concentrating on the Agent of Destruction. What does it do? What does the new leader do? And what is the synergy between all the other cards? All right, so let's go, and we're gonna talk about the leader first. Look at that artwork, it's just amazing. I love this card so much. Permanent, treat all Agent of Destruction cards in your hands as if they have no specified cost. So when this card attacks, you get to add one card from your life, up to one card from your life to your hands, and then you get to look at top 5 cards, add one Agent of Destruction card into your hands, then shuffle your deck. Awaken, when your life is 4 or less, you may draw one card, and then you switch one of your energy to active mode, and then you flip this card over. Is this card good? It is very good because it searches for cards that you need Agent of Destruction, so it really promotes theme play, which is I'm a big fan of. But at the same time, if your opponent tries to stall you, there is no stalling with this leader. The reason is that he can self-awaken, but if your opponent is going aggro, you can choose not to do aggro. Right, so you can choose, okay, I'm not taking one card, or I'm gonna take the one card in my hands because my opponent is so aggressive. Maybe I'm gonna chill on taking the one card in your hands. So that's that. However, when it comes to the Awaken side, the artwork is just simply amazing. I just cannot wait to play them. It has the same permanent with no specified cost for all Agent of Destruction cards in your hands. He has 2 activate main once per turn. The first one, choose one Agent of Destruction cards with energy 2 or less in your hands, and then you play it. And the second one, activate main once per turn. You tap 3, you get to choose one unison card with Agent of Destruction in its card name in your hands, and then play with 3 markers on it. That's right, you hear it correctly. There is going to be a Agent of Destruction unison card that is going to come with the anniversary box that you can play with this leader. Is it good? It is the best unison card out there. You hear me correctly. So let's take a look at the unison card. Vegeta, Absolute, Resolute Agent of Destruction, Double Strike Crit, 20k, Double Strike Crit, 4 cost. However, you can use his the leader's ability to bring him out at 3 for 3 marker. You get to choose one card from your hands, and then you discard it. When this card is played, you choose all of your opponent's battle card, ignoring barrier, and KO them. That is just crazy for something that is 3 cost. He comes out, he bot clears, and then he is a 20k double strike crit. Wait, +1 ability, this card gets 5k for the turn. That means this card is a 25k double strike crit +1 counter. That's just amazing. And when you play him, he even bots clear. He doesn't matter, everything is clear when he comes out. All right, and because he has no names and stuff like that, that basically means I think that Mecha Kabura couldn't even stop him. And -5, if your leader it's an evil wizard card and all of your energy is mono green, that means this card can be played with a green leader, Broly, haha. Choose 3 cards in your opponent's hands, and then you discard it. That's just simply value town with this guy. The more that your opponent doesn't take care of this guy, the more they are gonna have a lot of trouble, because 25k double strike crit is something that they don't want to deal with, right? All right, so let's talk about, we already talked about the second activate main ability. So let's talk about the first activate main ability. Once per turn, choose one Agent of Destruction cards with energy 2 or less in your hands, and then you play it. All the previous Agent of Destruction cards that we already have, and I think that was Series 4, correct me if I'm wrong guys in the comment section, the old Agent of Destruction cards, they are 3 or more. So we are all talking about the new ones. So let's take a look at those cards that are 2 or less that are reviewed in the anniversary box. The first one, Agent of Destruction Strikes Back. It is an extra card. This card gains Agent of Destruction in all areas, so you get to look up to 2 cards on top of your deck add up to 2 cards of Agent of Destruction among them. The rest, you put it at the bottom of the deck in any order. So you cannot activate this card for the duration of the turn, so this is once per turn. And if you add a card into your hand, add up to 1 card from your life to your hand. So if you're playing against a store deck, this is something that you want to do. You need this card in your hands because it has Agent of Destruction in its name, so you could add it back into your hands. So you can use your leader's ability to grab this card, and then you already blast 2 cards from here if you're lucky. And more than just that, you blast 1 from your life. So you are going like aggressive to Self-Awaken. That is pretty crazy. This card is Value Town, and take a look at all this artwork. So we are gonna take a look at every one of these cards in this deck. Alright, so the first one is Thurlos. Thurlos, Chaotic Agent of Destruction, Barrier unique. When this card attacks, you get to choose 5 cards from your top of your deck, and then you add 1 card with Agent of Destruction in its name and among them, and add it into your hands. Then you shuffle your deck. So he is pretty good because he is Value Town, right? He has Barrier. So every time he attacks, you get to look at top 5 and add a card into your hands. Your leader, it's missing draw ability, by the way. So this guy really helps you. When you play him, you swing and then you get to draw a card, and then you draw a card. All these cards are gonna come out for free with your leader's ability. And then the second one is Android 13. Take a look at the amazing artwork over here. If your leader is an Android Destruction card in its name, if the battle card being played has an energy cost of 3 or less, it is placed in its owner's drop area instead of being played. So you have to cast at 2 because this is a counterplay card, and then your opponent chooses 1 card in their hands, and then they discard it. So someone plays something with 3 or less, you counterplay it, and then force your opponent to drop a card. And also when this card is played, shuffle up to a total of 2 Evil Wizard card or Agent of Destruction cards in their name from their drop area back into your deck. Alright, so this is another 2 cost. So what is the third 2 cost? Garlic Jr. makes his first appearance in this card game. I am so excited. Okay, so what does Garlic Jr. do? Immortal Agent of Destruction. Negate the attack, and then you play this card. When this card is being played, you get to play up to 1 Agent of Destruction cards with energy 2 other than this own copy from your deck with its skills negated for the turn. Then you shuffle your deck. So you can negate the attack with 2 costs. Hold it right there because I have a combo for you later that is gonna reduce the cost of this card. So when you negate the attack, you look into your deck, take something that's 2 or less, and then you play it, except for himself. So the obvious choice, it's Lord Slug, Mighty Agent of Destruction. He is a super combo, so I would say most probably play 1. And then 3 of the others play the other Bubba. The reason is very simple with this guy, because when your opponent activates a counterplay card, they choose 2 cards in your hands and then they discard it. So negate the attack, play Garlic Jr., play Lord Slug, end the turn, and then if your opponent's counterplay, they need to discard 2. If not, they have to take him out of the game. The thing is, he is a super combo, but he doesn't draw. So with a leader that doesn't draw, and this guy doesn't draw, even though he's a 0 and 10k, you might have some problems here. So you might maybe want to reduce him, especially if you're playing against a leader that doesn't draw. Alright, let's talk about the 3-cost cards. So these are the ones that cannot be played by your leader skill. Yeah, activate main once per turn. Take a look at this card, SS3 Broly. This is just simply amazing. Activate main once per not once per turn. You tap 1. I'm getting really excited here. Discard this card from your hands, and then you add 1 card with Agent of Destruction in its card's name from your drop area, and then you add it into your hands. Also, when this card is being played, you get to choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle card with 3 with an energy cost 5 or less, KO it. Look up the top 3 cards from your deck, and then you add 1 card into your hands, then place the remaining cards into the drop area. This card is just simply amazing because you could add something that you need back into your hands. It could be the super combo though. So that super combo has Agent of Destruction card in its card's name. So if you want a free 0 to 10k for the added combo power, why not? Just tap 1, bring it back into your hands. When this card is played, you get to choose 1 of your opponent's battle cards, so you can KO something, and more than just that, you look at top 3 cards of your deck, add a card into your hands, and then you place the remaining card into your drop area. So the next one is Hachiek, Vengeful Agent of Destruction. Discard this card, tap 1. Discard this is the activate main ability, is the crazy one over here, because this is the card that you want in your starting hands. Let me explain why. Okay, activate main, 1 cost. Discard this card from your hands. Then you play up to 1 Evil Wizard Barbary card with an energy cost of 1 from your deck or drop area. Shuffle your deck if you look through it. So this is your obvious choice right here, Bubba the Overseer of Destruction. Do you know this guy? If you don't know this guy, you might want to say that you miss him or go and buy him. He's a rare. Okay, because he is a barrier, he is a Evil Wizard Barbary. And so his permanent is that you can only have 1 of him, and he has the same permanent as a leader. So his first permanent doesn't really matter, but the second permanent is reduce the energy cost of all Agent of Destruction cards in your hands by 1. What does your leader says? Your leader says that you can play anything Agent of Destruction card with energy cost of 2 in your hands for free. That means Broly, Hachiek, every single one, like over here, they are all -1 right now. So Garlic Jr. becomes 1, this guy Turtles becomes 1, Lord Slugs becomes 1 if you want to play him, Broly becomes 1, becomes 2, so he's playable, and then Hachiek becomes 2. So if you want to play Hachiek, I would say that activate the main first, then play Hachiek with your leader's ability. So this is something that you can do, and that's simply amazing. More than just that, except for the Janemba SPR, Janemba Agent of Destruction, every single Agent of Destruction has been released so far. It's 3 energy. With this card, they all becomes 2 energy. So that is the first shenanigan that I'm going to show you. That is the first combo over here. Alright, so the obvious thing that I would recommend, so right now there are some cards that what we're going to do here is I'm going to show you some cards that you guys should get yourself. If you are interested in playing this deck, these are the cards that you want. The first one is very, very obvious. Of course, it's the SCR, Arcane Absorption Majin Buu. He has triple strike. He is the SCR, so he has the ultimate tech on it. Activate main for 6. You get to choose 1 Evil Wizard Barbary, which is this guy, in your drop area or wall. Play the chosen card, then play this card from your hands on top of this card that you play with the skill. So he comes out just like that, boom, but with 6 energy. But we are not going to play with 6 energy. When you play this card, if there is a Evil Wizard Barbary card under this card, you get to choose 5 Agent of Destruction cards from your drop area or wall, and then you play them. So when he comes out, he is a triple striker, 40k, and then you get to take 5 cards that are in your drop area or warp, and then which are Agent of Destruction, any one of them together with the all ones that we had, and then you just play them. So it's basically GG from there, unless they have Topo. I've heard you say, hey, Sensu Pop, this is crazy because this is 6 costs. 6 costs. Why are we going to do that? Are we going to play until 6? No, we are not going to play until 6, because the next one is I'm going to show you how to bring him out at 2 costs. 2 costs. So we have this guy, which is Majin Buu, and he is very important. He is Majin Buu, and his special trait is Majin Buu, an evil wizard, right? So obvious, we can play Innocent Cannon Majin Buu, counterattack if your leader card is an evil wizard or Majin Buu. We have both. Negate the attack, and then you play this card. Alright, we're not gonna care about his auto, because what we want here is that we want a red Majin Buu that we can play for a small amount of money or energy. So, and the best part is he kind of acts as a defensive option, so you can play him during your opponent's turn, and if you time it properly, your opponent ends turn, then the last swing you negate it, play this guy, and then you awaken evil Majin Buu on top of it. When you play him, tap 2 red. So make sure you have the red energy. Then on a red Majin Buu, this guy, what you can do here is Unit is up. Place 1 battle card from your hands under this card. You get to choose one Majin Buu. So 1 battle card, the card has to be Evil Wizard Barbary, the blue one, right? Because this guy needs Evil Wizard Barbary. Your SCR needs Evil Wizard Barbary underneath it. So you get to choose up to 1 Majin Buu other than him himself with 25k or more power, and place it on top of this deck. Shuffle your deck after that. So this guy is 25k or more, and he is a Majin Buu. So instead of playing for 6, what you can do is, because your leader is also Evil Wizard, so your opponent swings, you negate with this Majin Buu, then you tap 2 during your turn, evolve on top of him, put Evil Wizard Babidi from your hands under this card, search this guy out from your drop from in your deck, and then you play it on top of him, and bam, you get it. Unless you draw onto him or he is in your life, so too bad, then you have to play for 6, but you can do this. And if he is in your, because you're looking at top 5, you take a look at what it is, then you shuffle, then you put it back. Take a look at top 5, shuffle, and then you put it back. You are not gonna draw. Of course you can draw like once per turn, but hopefully you don't draw into this guy. So this guy should be in your deck, and then you can do this, right? Another thing that we need to fix here is the draw power. So when it comes to draw power, obvious choice, it's not even a scratch, because your activate main, you play something for free. So you can use all your energy to play counterplay or being very defensive, and not even scratch does both, because you could negate the attack and then it goes into drop area, and with activate main you send this card from a drop area to warp, and then you draw a card. It is very reasonable to say that, hey, Sense of Pop, this is just one time, right? Does it justify the cost? Unfortunately, yes, because when you attack and combo with this card, if your leader card is black, you get to choose 2 cards in your warp and place them in your drop area. That means when you play Gravy, for 2 costs you have a 15k attacker, which is pretty good, but every time you attack or you combo with this card, you can put 2, not even scratch, back into your drop area, tap 2, and then draw the 2 cards again. If your opponent doesn't take care of Gravy, you swing with him again, then add not even scratch, then you tap 2 and then you draw. It's just value town. You're just gonna get value and value and value unless they take care of Gravy. But they are gonna commit so much resources taking care of your unison card that they might not have a chance to take care of Gravy. But the thing is, even if they take care of Gravy, you go like Sensu Pop. You even have more combo for this. Yes, let me tell you. Okay. Gravy is a evil wizard. So when you play Android 13 Terminate Agent of Destruction, he is kind of 1 cost when you are playing with when you are using Evil Wizard Babidi though. When this card is played, shuffle up to a total of 2 Evil Wizard cards or cards with Agent of Destruction in their names from the drop area back into your deck. So that means there's a chance that you're gonna draw back into him again. So you could play 4 copies, and if you don't have it in your hands and stuff like that, you could use Android 13 to put it back into your deck, so that maybe there's a chance for you to draw back into him again. So they can play him, tap, and then put 2 not even scratch back into your drop area. Alright, hey guys, so this is the video. I hope I go down into in-depth to explain to you anything. I think I might be missing something here, because in the picture here, there is Janemba and Bojack, and this guy, I don't know who this guy is, Vegeta, alright, don't flame me on the comment section. I don't see their cards in the review, so I'm gonna do a double check to make sure I cover everything here, but so far, these are all the cards I see, and they have been pretty impressive and amazing. And the guys in Bandai, for the artwork wise, you guys are simply non-comparable in the card game world right now. Just amazing. I love this. Guys, have a nice day, and see you guys in the next video. Alright, I will cover like Skillless Goku and Janemba and maybe Gotenks in the next few videos. Ciao, bye.